Gonna do the dramatic side that every YouTuber pretty much does. Blackout. Right. Hello guys. Welcome to, you could say actually quite a documentary, a video I've never actually done before and all that, but you know, I've definitely not done a video like this before, but you know what, I just hope that you guys enjoy and hope you find this video very useful. So yeah, so let's get started. The first thing is what we're going to get to do is how it all started. So like what room it started in and all that. So this is the room right here where my YouTube career pretty much all started, in this very first room, you know. So let's have a look. Remember this room, guys? This is the room where my YouTube career pretty much all started, you know, and that's where I started making videos, and I started making like videos in here for a little while before moving elsewhere across the house, you know. I was making videos in here for months and months, and then eventually I started to move elsewhere across the house. So, but definitely this was the bedroom that it all started. So yeah, like I was doing like gaming videos in here and doing a lot of reactions and all that, etc. So yeah, and this is where it all started. And if you guys are curious to this room, because I remember a lot of you guys said here, a lot of you guys commented, and all my friends told me that they liked this wallpaper as well. It does look very, you could say teenage-ish, but you know what, guys? I've got to say about that. Well, I know it looks teenagerish and it's quite suitable for my age, obviously, but you know what? I'm getting to nearly being more of an adult now. I don't really, you know, I'll soon probably grow out of a teenager at some point. You know, time flies fast these days, but yeah, it is quite cool. I like it myself, honestly. You know, if you're curious to what's happened, actually, however, though, I will make an announcement. With all this blue paint we've got all here and all that, that's technically like wearing off and just looks a mess right now. Well, this summer, actually, at some point, I think this month, actually, I think this room is actually getting a changeover at some point this month. We're actually decorating this bedroom, as you can see. We're keeping that wall, obviously, because I really actually enjoy and love it. You know, it's a good like wall on that. You know, you guys seem to like it as well. So yeah, and I like it. Looks very stylish, you could say, and very like shiny, but so yeah. But if you're curious to what we're doing with all this blue paint here, that's technically just ripping off. Well, it's getting painted. I bet by the end of this month, this room is going to be painted into green. You know, we're changing this room from blue to green, basically. So yeah, so hopefully the room will come out as a much better like environment and much better improvement by the time we get to the end of this month. You know, we are getting someone who's coming in here to decorate this room. So yeah, what else am I going to say? So that's how it all first started. And what's the next thing? Actually, this is a blackout now. I'll black out for a second. So, in this next bit, guys, one sec, this is still a blackout. In this next bit, guys, I'm going to be explaining to you guys how basically I wanted to be homeschooled at one time. You guys always asked, you know, how I wanted to be like homeschooled and that. And you know what? It's true, guys. It's not so much. I haven't had this issue so much with school lately. You know, it's been all right, and it's been holidays obviously at the minute. But guys, you just disturbed the documentary.
Sorry.
It's fine. Right, back to the video. Sorry, until we got rudely interrupted. We're gonna say, so basically, yeah, at one time, and it was quite previously. So yeah, and I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there who have like higher subs than me, basically, who are like mega popular. You know, that eventually that I read this website basically that there were like 30 YouTubers or more that wanted to be like that got their subscribers like so much popular, and you know they just kept growing the channels and that to the point where they wanted to be like home. They were, and their parents included as well, because the channel got so popular and they were working so hard on the videos and all that. Eventually, they decided to, you know, screw school and screw education. They'd be homeschooled, and you know what? Even if my channel is not the most popular yet, and I'm only over like 100 something subscribers, you know, I actually felt the same. Because you know, earlier this year, for example, I was working quite hard on shorts and videos and all that, and my shorts were starting to and my channel started like growing up more, and my shorts got like more viewers and all that, to the point where I was barely getting any sleep, guys, basically, in that, you know, I was working quite hard on my videos to the point where I was barely getting any sleep at night, you know, to the point where, and school was getting like quite stressful, and school was like taking over it and that, to the point where I came home one night and I told my mum I wanted to be homeschooled and that, but I didn't ever let it happen because, you know what, I'm in year 11 now, you know, I'm leaving school in about a month now, obviously. You know, I'm passing all my functional skills tests at the minute, and you know what, for those YouTubers, like, I know there's some YouTubers out there that are homeschooled, been homeschooled in the past, or maybe even homeschooled right now, but at the same time, guys, you know, school was getting quite stressful for me, because it wasn't just that. I was having some other issues as well, such as anxiety. I was having a lot of anxiety issues at school, and I was having a lot of bullying, and there was a lot of drama, and I got very stressed over it and that, and I was struggling out with routine changes and all that, and to the point where I was barely getting any sleep at night, guys, or anything like that, and I was becoming quite, you know, I was getting quite ill, to be honest, in that. And I thought, because I'm in year 11 now, I didn't decide to, I'm just glad that we didn't get down to that track where I was getting homeschooled and that. You know, I'm glad we didn't go down to that track, because at the same time, I'm not sure how some of these YouTubers think, but school is quite important for you, obviously. School is important at the same time. You need your education, you need to pass your tests, and you need to pass your functional skills test, or whatever they call it, you do at your school, you know, in order to pass, to be able to get a job when you're older or go to college. Because, and I think everyone, most YouTubers have had this question before, and maybe including myself as well, because if you were to drop out of school, or, you know, it's incredible how many people have still survived doing YouTube right now, because a lot of people have had this question in the past. Why? What if YouTube ever died or died out or something? Because YouTube might have not been a profitable company anymore, and they dropped out of school too early in order to do YouTube. But then at the end, they decide, and then they can't get a career or some other job when they're older. But when you watch through the videos, it's like, my finger sec. This is hard, actually. It's like, oh, I'll just go back to school and get my GCSEs and that. No, it's not how it works, though, guys. That's not how it works. You know, that's not how school progresses. You leave school at age 16, and that's done over, unless you go to a really special needs school that lets you stay in school until at least 20, because you might struggle with a disability or something like that. Who knows? But at the same time, though, guys, you know, I think, in my opinion, dropping out of school, and when I said that to my mum that I wanted to be homeschooled, you know what? Maybe that night I was just having a really bad day at school and decided, you know what? I was over-exaggerating, just being a normal exaggerating teenager, you know. I've grown out of doing that over months, you know. I've learned what to do, and I've learning more now how to manage those emotions and that, you know. I've seen like counsellors and therapists and etc. and they've tried to help me, and I've been to pastoral sessions and all that, and they've taught me how to like manage those emotions more, and they seem to have really helped. And like I say, I've only got one more month, sorry, at school now, because I'm in year 11, and once that's out of the way, life will just get so much. I'm hoping just college will be a lot more chilled. Hopefully, I'll enjoy it there more, and life will start getting a lot more peaceful for me and that. And you know what? I heard in college, when you get in later in your years, you get like Mondays off and that as well, which is pretty incredible, you know, and gives me more time to, if I'm still even doing YouTube I'm talking about this maybe like another 5 years or so yet, but if I was still doing YouTube videos then, you know, and God knows what I'd be doing by then, you know, it gave me more opportunity to upload videos to you guys and just post them and that. So yeah, but yeah, the dropping out of school thing I said was pretty stupid of me, and I think maybe a lot of people should have still attended school, you know, because it's still quite important. I understand people's anxiety issues, but like I say, I think, in my opinion, other people can get help by it. Maybe see like a counsellor and a therapist. To those people who dropped out of school, maybe they shouldn't have gone and seen a counsellor or something before doing something like that, but no, some people didn't choose to that, and different people have different opinions, I suppose. So yeah, now this is a blackout. What's next? One sec, it's just a blackout. A sec, I just. Sorry guys, I thought that was just a blackout. A sec. Right guys, I know what the next scene is. So, yes, Grandad's heart attack. Of course, I'm probably going to explain this to you guys. Yes, it's true. Grandad had a heart attack pretty previously in that, not so long time ago or anything like that. And you guys have been asking how he's doing and if he's on the mend and all that. And honestly, guys, I've got to say, yes, he's on the mend. He's definitely back more on his feet now, and he's pretty. He's definitely. I'm just gonna say he's pretty much back on his feet, and he seems to be more himself and that. You know, yeah, it was a very scary week for us all. That, you know, when he had that, you know, he went in hospital for like what, 4 or 5 days, and then I think after that he came home and had a week resting at home and that. So yeah, you know, it was definitely a pretty scary moment, and it made me feel very depressed all that week as well myself, because it do for anyone that, because it's someone that you really love and care about, and it made me go back to those times. It made me go back to the times to say how much I really care about him, because honestly I do, even though he rushes sometimes and he can be a bit, you know, you guys have seen him on videos, you know, he's a nice chap, he's a nice guy, you know, but and I really care and love about him, you know, he's done a lot for the family over the years, bless him, you know, he's always done stuff like get us food, and even been part of it, and maybe, and like I said, he's even been part of some of my videos, you know, he's like even taken some of a few hours out of his day just to be a part of my videos and do things to be part vlogs and that to be part of my videos and all that, you know. I just cannot thank him enough for it, you know, honestly. You know, it's no, I'm not joking from this time. I know we joke a lot, but as you guys can probably tell, but honestly, I could just not thank him enough for being part of our videos and for stuff he's done to this family over the years. You know, he's got food for shopping for us. He's took me to school, and he's took my brothers to school and all that. He's taken me to dad's, and he's even done vlogs on and being part of these videos and all that. You know, and he's helped me come up with some ideas in the past on what videos I should do outside of the house and all that, etc. And even doing a video in Asda together and all that as well. Remember that video time I did a video in Asda, you know, of just talking about prices and all that, because I just wanted to have a laugh with him that day, because he likes to moan a lot basically, and I thought I just wanted to have a laugh with him on one video and just get you guys' reaction to what he actually is like outside of camera and all that. And you know what, you guys found out, you know, you guys have probably found out now, but it was just nice to have him for that one video, you know. But he's been in more than one video. He's been in quite a few actually. He's been, I would say, at least about 5 or 6 now. So yeah, now Blackout. What's the next scene? Right, I know what the next scene is. So, a lot of you guys have had this question and that is the beef and the subscriber war between me and Olivia. Yes, guys, yes, this is actually going to be funny to say, but yes. About, what, 2 or 3 months ago, so a little while now, you know, not just 2 previously ago, me and Olivia did have some sort of like war going on. We were just doing it, us two, and you know, she's a friend of mine. We literally got the same school as each other. You know, it was just like normal friend laughing and all that. Us two were just like doing it for a laugh. You know, we weren't doing it to be serious or letting the fright out of each other. It was all for a laugh, guys. Honestly, you know, I found it funny. I think she did as well. A lot of you guys found it funny. You know, it was hilarious just having a laugh between each other, and you know, and by doing that, it just created, and like I said, that's going to create some history for years now. You know, I wanted to do some like sort of YouTube history to create and that, so I thought we ended up doing that anyway, and it's going to create some YouTube history for this channel for years, and this is something I can rewind back again on in like 5 years' time. You know. But yeah, it were funny, you know. It were funny doing, But like I said, I have respects to Olivia. I've watched her channel, you know. Her channel's great, honestly, you know. The subscribers she's got are great, you know. The viewers she's got and subscribers they've got is great, you know. Honestly, I have nothing but respect for Olivia. Her videos are great, honestly. You know, like... So yeah, and the gaming videos that she's done in the past, you know, the piano videos and that, and... You know, she's really good with pianos and gaming and all that and etc. Crazy, you know. And she's really good with bike challenges and all that, you know. She's, you know, honestly, what a great YouTuber she is, honestly. You know, I hope you guys should follow her, honestly. She's a great YouTuber. And like I said, before, her subscribers and viewers she's got are fantastic at the minute. They're great and they're really growing up, and she's doing very well at the minute. So yeah, so I ask her to keep up the good work. Blackout. Right. Next one. So, what's the next bit? So, basically, what we're going to talk about now in this next scene is WhatsApp. So, basically, where do I start, actually? So, basically, yes, I have done a video on this before. I did a video on this about this time last year, I think. So, yeah. So, I did a video about WhatsApp this time last year. Yes, it's true. I did leave WhatsApp, you know. About 2 or 3 years ago, I had WhatsApp on my phone and that, and, you know, etc. And, you know what? It wasn't great, to be honest. It wasn't a good experience, that. But, you know, that's just a lesson, maybe, to not have social media, go on social media as much, you know. It's just... Because during that time, you know, guys, it would just... Hell, you could say, you know, it were hell, honestly, you know. Like, reason why I left was just similar things to school, basically. There was just a lot of drama, I wasn't getting a lot of sleep at night. It was affecting my mental health, and, and I just kept getting upset, basically, in that. So that's why I decided to leave. And there was a lot of there was a lot of extreme online bullying going on, and and I'm just glad I left, because some of the stuff that people were saying on there couldn't have got stuff like police involved and all that and stuff because of the law, and the laws there is out there, and that because the laws in this country can be quite strict over, and like I said, I'm just glad I left social media, and you know what, it's made me feel so much better after that. I think I did the right decision by leaving WhatsApp, and it, like I said, it made me feel better. Like I said, with trusted friends, of course, because you still have to have trusted friends, and that's the same case for me. Obviously, because I don't know why, but you've got like normal text messaging app and that where you can just communicate with people. Because the extreme bullying was going from group chats, because there were like these people that made like these group chats and that, and basically and they were like between different schools, and they had like different friends on, and it just because a lot of children are different and have different like disabilities, and that didn't like always go extremely well, and that like you'd think it might do, because they might be able to make like nice friends with each other, but actually what I've learned is it doesn't actually make things go out too well, and because you don't always particularly know the person or what their disability is going to be like or how they're going to react, And that's one lesson I've learned, and that was certainly me, that adding people to group chats, that just people so I could just engage with them and that. But you know what, I should not have done that, and we all make mistakes, So yeah, but like I said, at the same time, it's nice to have trusted friends that look out for you, and that's same for me, Right, this is another blackout. Right, guys, next one. So now what I'm going to talk about is, because a lot of people have this question. Yes, I've been doing YouTube now for about a year or two now, so not long, but a fair while now, obviously. It's been about over a year, definitely, I've got to say. Probably 2 years nearly. But yeah, I started when I was 14 years old, and I'm just turning 16 in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm turning 16 quite soon. Yeah, my birthday coming up soon. So hooray! But yeah, so basically, before I did that leaving YouTube video, yes, I was doing like the same content all the time. Yeah, I was doing like the pranks and just all the challenges, and when I first started, I was doing like gaming videos. When I first very started, that didn't last long, obviously, but when I first just started, I only started off the channel with like gaming and that, because I thought a lot of people would like some gaming to start off with first, and you know what, a lot of you likes the gaming videos, and they were great, and it was just something I wanted to do growing up as a kid, and that as well at the same time, doing some gaming. Because you know what, I've got to say, when I was actually younger, not so much at the minute, but actually when I was younger, I used to love gaming all the time. I used to play like Minecraft all the time, and and what else? I used to play Roblox all the time and all that, and etc. And at that time when I first started YouTube, I was really into gaming, so I decided, I wanted to do some gaming to start off with, and reacting to other YouTubers and what other YouTubers were getting up to. But then later on, I decided to do the pranks and the challenge videos, and I was doing them for a fair while, and you know what? When I was doing like the pranks and the challenges, actually, I don't think those videos though were like beneficial to people, because a lot of YouTubers have done like that sort of content already, and like done that same content in the past, you know, for people, especially for people who are already like really popular, like millions of subscribers, for example. Like, let me use Mr. Beast for example. Mr. Beast would have done plenty of those challenges and prank videos and that. So if I was to do it and I was only at like what 115 subscribers as an example, then a lot of people wouldn't find it interesting because it's the same content that a lot of people have already done in the past. Therefore, and you know what? Yes, I've got to say I have taken ideas from a lot of people before. Like I know I've taken an idea. Like for example, a lot of people think I copied Mr. Beast and Morgs and etc. and Will and E, and I have also done a few reaction videos on them. Yes, I have taken ideas from a few of these YouTubers before, you know what, and I have done some reacting videos on them, you know, but at the same time, it's YouTube. That's what happens. You know, oh my god, every single creator has taken another idea off another creator. It's extremely hard to like make a video that's to not steal an original idea off like another creator. You know, it's extremely hard. You know, so sometimes, you know, maybe for example, maybe a video that maybe if I stole like a video that Mr. Beast did, for example, and everything, I wasn't doing it just to be mean or horrible, for example. I was doing it because I felt curious into what it'd be like. So maybe I saw a video and I wanted to try it out myself. You know, yeah, it's extremely hard. You know, it's extremely hard to come up with original content. You know, and you can try to do it, but like I said, you know, trust me, it's hard. And doing like a video, you know, like a lot of people think that doing a YouTube video is like 10 minutes, just putting a video out every day. No, you're wrong. You know, it's a lot of pressure to put out a video. You know, I've spent hours making videos before, you know, that, you know. Like I might have spent like what? Before, I remember that Blackburn Pride video I did actually. And that took about what 10 hours to make, and I was pretty much up nearly all night making that video, you know, and because it took so long to like edit it and make it into like a good video and that. No. So yeah, but you know what? At the same time though, you know what? I have respect for these YouTubers, you know. I'm not going to be mean, but I'm going to send them respect. I have respect for these YouTubers anyway. You know, the videos are great. You know, like I said, their videos are probably got much more benefits and much better videos out of me, much edited more videos than what they would have done with me, for example. You know, than what I would have had. But at the same time, you know, like I said, every respect, the videos are great, and the subscribers they've got, you know, and that are just crazy, and the viewers and that, and it's crazy how so many people have liked those videos in the past, you know, and what they probably have done is a bit similar to me, and this is why my videos are not as popular as those, because they started by doing the videos first by gaming, and then they did the challenges sooner and all that. So when I was doing it, it was a mistake I made. Maybe I should not have done it and maybe done more original content to those. But no, I was making similar content to what like Mr. Beast would have done, for example, and making like challenge videos and that. I'm not saying it's always the exact same content, but it was pretty similar at the same time. You know. What else am I going to say? But yeah, you know what? I'm impressed though how much their channels have like benefits. You know, for all those people at like millions of subscribers by now, it's really like crazy to see how much they benefit and how much people have taken like an interest in their content. You know, and that. And you know what? Maybe my channel didn't go this way, and maybe I was a bit unlucky as well at the same time. But you know what? There's still time yet. There's still time for my channel to really get high yet. I'm expecting, if you know, and I will be and like I say, I will be doing like some more like different content, you know, coming up forward, you know, that might be more beneficial and might grow the channel more, you know, because I am going to be changing my content as the after I've done this video and that, etc. So yeah. Right, blackout. Right, this is the next one. This is going to be an emotional one to be saying this now, actually. I'm going to be quite emotional saying this, but, you know, it's quite obvious to say this, but yeah. So, this is going to be a video about how I hit 100 subscribers and how it made me feel on that. So, when that happened. Right, I know it's not a big number in that, honestly, but it's still... I know it's not a big number. It's not ridiculously mega, like, popular, like, millions of subscribers and all that, etc. But you know what? 100... I think I'm at like 127 some plus subscribers right now, but you know what? I think it doesn't matter to me. I think 100 subscribers, it's like the amount of people you'd have in one room, for example. But I think 100 people following me and being able to hit that is still an awful lot of people, and it's not a small number at all. It's still quite a really big number in that, and etc. 100, and I think hitting 100 subscribers, and not just hitting 100 subscribers, hitting 100 subscribers with my family and the people closest to me is just an absolutely incredible moment, you know. Like, I just could not. It was a very good night that night, you know, and it was just lovely to see have my family here supporting me, and my friends and all that, etc. Just being here supporting me and just being there for me when I was hitting that number. You know, it was a nice night, and you know what, I want to thank all my YouTube fans and that for being there for me and getting to me that stage. You know, it's a really good number to hit, and I think you should have all been proud of yourselves back then, and I was proud of you all, and I think you should all be proud of yourselves and being there and supporting me all that time. You know, that was just an absolutely insane, incredible moment. You know, and I'm hoping to have big and like I said, I still have people here supporting me right now. You know, and hopefully we'll get to even higher and bigger numbers in the future. So yeah. Blackout. Right, this is going to go in my bedroom for this. Right, guys. 4 weeks ago, I sat here right in this chair saying I'm leaving YouTube video and all that. And today, I've got to say, I'm sat here right in this chair again and I just want to say, I am literally so happy and so thankful to you guys for just supporting me all these years, you know, and supporting the content I have and all that, etc. You know, it means a lot to me, honestly. You know, no, I'm not even joking. I actually mean it. You know, I really do. But yeah, 4 weeks ago I sat here right in this chair saying I'm leaving YouTube video, and I've just got to say I want to thank everyone who watched the leaving YouTube video and left a supportive like or comment or anything like that. I've read them all, I swear. You know, and I've got to say, you know, though the videos I was doing before were all quite hyper and quite stressful and just all crazy and all that, but at the same time, a few people liked them at the same time and that. You know what, guys? I am going to be starting to do different content, you know, and I'm going to be doing different content that you guys probably will enjoy more than that, and I will enjoy more, and possibly even grow the channel extra again, get some new and hopefully we'll get some new faces and some new people back on there. You know, who knows what the future will bring, guys. So yeah, but literally I'm just sat here so happy to make this video, and you know what, I'm going to be myself way more on camera, and I'm going to be way more myself elsewhere. I'm going to be a lot more like chilled out, and I'm going to try and be a lot more happy, you know, out in the world and that, because you know what, I've had a lot. I've got to say, I've not been. Before I did the leaving YouTube video, I haven't been myself for quite some time, and I'm going to try and be a lot more myself, you know, and try be a bit more set myself towards people, and hopefully this will be a time where I also get to find some different hobbies and share with you guys on the videos, and some more amazing or even better content than before. Who knows, guys? But yeah, you know, it's just. But I just got to say, you know, I'm so happy, and like I say, I also want to thank you guys for watching this speech and this special, you know, and I hope and please, guys, if you can, please leave a supportive and comment or like, and I'll read them all, I swear. But yeah, I'm going to be a lot more happy on camera and that. So yeah. Anyways, bye, guys. That was epic.